What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight Showcase video. Alright, so you saw in the last one, we did Deadpool, so of course that got me thinking about Gwenpool. So here we are with Gwenpool. Again, another character I haven't used in a while, but we do have her April Fool's uniform, and I do have her built with a relatively good setup here. So let's go ahead and revisit Gwenpool here and see how she can perform nowadays, see if she still holds up in terms of damage, or if she's kind of just a, fun character to use every once in a while kind of thing. So we have a few Urus on her, not much. We have all of her skills leveled up. Type enhancement, we don't have anything there. We have Power of Angry Hulk, but only stage 6. I never fully awakened these? I thought I had. I'll have to maybe fix that at some point here. And then we do have her own artifact, but it is not the correct instinct ability. And then we have a CTP of Rage on her. So I put this on her quite a while ago, or right when this uniform came out, because I believe that was when I decided to upgrade her, because I really liked the holiday uniform for a while. I was like, why didn't this get a level 70 or not a level 70, a tier 3 or an awakening when this uniform first came out? And instead we had to wait all the way until April Fools to get her tier 3, which was really annoying because I actually liked this uniform when it first came out. It was actually really strong. You just couldn't use it in World Boss Legend because she was only a tier 2 at the time. So yeah, let's go ahead and try her out here. Here are the details. We're pretty much maxed out on everything that we need. We're only missing a bit of crit damage. What was the uniform? Yeah, we did get it to Mythic, so that's what she's looking like. Let's go ahead and hop into some gameplay here and see how she does. Okay, so here we are over at Ultron. We have stage 14 loaded up. She can do higher than 14, but stage 14 is one where we can use Deadpool, and I thought it'd be cool to use Deadpool as a leader here for Gwenpool, since his uniform does kind of synergize with her, giving an additional 60% damage dealt to boss types for Gwenpool in particular. So she's getting the 40% lead and basically a super strong support, because most supports are just 45 to 50%. Instead, she's getting a 60% support here. So Deadpool's doing double duty as a leader here for Gwenpool. So I figure, why not take advantage of that? We do want some dodge ignore strikers. Let's grab those and hop in, and then maybe we could get an idea of her damage compared to Deadpool's. Except Deadpool didn't have that nice extra 60% bonus, so that will skew things in favor of Gwenpool here. But let's see what we can do. All right. There we go. Okay, I mean, not a ton of damage, but not terrible. How long is her cooldown? 10 seconds. Yeah, I thought I felt like I was waiting around a little bit. Let's get that finished off. Come on, let's... Ow, let's get hit by that, apparently. And then let's bust out the tier 3. Ooh, yeah, the tier 3 does a lot of damage, so our rage just ended right there, but that tier 3 did quite a bit of damage. Her healing isn't as good as Deadpool's, but it's still getting the job done. And since we have rage here, I can just keep spamming skills. No, get out of the skill animation. The only problem with that is on a 10-second cooldown, that rage is going to get off rotation very quickly. No, I want to use... We only get 2 seconds of that. That was all we get for the rage on the tier 3, because of course he teleported out of range and I couldn't cancel my skill. One of the things I hate the most about playing some of these characters is once you lose targeting, you should be able to cancel your skill, or your skill animation should just stop or something like that. I am so annoyed with characters that I'm sitting there stuck in their skill animation, like rooted in place, and I can't do anything because the boss teleported away or went to halfway across the map or something like that. Just very irritating. So just something that I don't really like, but let's just keep going here. I don't know, overall, she does seem to be... There we go. That was like a full tier 3 with the rage active, and that was some good damage. So how much time do we have left? 3 minutes left. Okay, interesting. She might be able to clear this. It's going to be close, but she might be able to. Whereas Deadpool, he wasn't really getting close to clearing it. I think he would have been like, I don't know, a minute, maybe a minute and a half short on clear speed. Whereas Gwenpool here, I think, is going to be really close to being able to get it cleared. Hey, stop knocking me out of my skill. I'm trying to get some damage in here. Well, maybe not. Maybe she won't be able to clear this either, because we want to get to 8 bars now. And that's mainly just because of the fact that he's going to start getting into a lot of iframes. Oh, she can get guard broken out of her tier 3. A lot of characters don't get guard broken out of their tier 3s or their awakening skills. So that's actually a little concerning, because that'll make her miss out on some damage. This should get to the 8 bars. What? Oh, he was doing a purple attack. I was like, how do we die? I didn't even realize that he was doing a purple attack there. But yeah, she was actually looking pretty good there. So it would have been close, but I think she could have done a stage 14. So not bad. I mean, not great considering we have a lot of characters that can do above stage 14. But then again, a lot of those are level 80 characters. They don't need to be like tier 4 or anything, but just being at level 80, a lot of them are the ones that are clearing above 14 for me. A lot of my regular just level 70 characters aren't actually doing too hot once we get up to like stage 14 through 20 or something like that. Probably more like 16 range. But yeah, so that's a good showing. Now let's switch over to Dark Phoenix here and test out a little bit of her survivability, see if she can do this well enough with her skill rotation or not, or if she's going to get rooted in place like we saw a few times there with Ultron and then just get one-shotted. Luckily, it didn't actually impact us too much against Ultron, because our survivability was good. I just didn't notice that he was doing one of the purple attacks there, and that's why we got one-shotted. If I noticed that, we could have easily have just avoided the attack. So that I'm not too concerned about, but let's see what we can do over here. See, like I can't move. I mean, I guess we are still hitting her, so we're still technically in range, I guess. But still, I would like to. Okay, how much damage are we gonna take here? Okay, it didn't kill us, but it did do quite a bit of damage. Ooh. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. All right. You need to finish your animation. Ooh. That tier 3 animation was ridiculously long. I thought it was done, and then she pulls out the rocket launcher and starts doing more. It's like, calm down, Gwenpool. You've already taken up like a 20-second animation. We can call it there. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. So we got to the phase change within a minute. That's a good sign. And our survivability, we weren't in too much danger of dying. It was just that tier 3 that was rooting us in place for longer than I expected that almost got us killed. Alright, yeah, now we need to... Oh, why do we get stunned? What happened? Alright, so now let's do another tier 3. No, she's gonna hit her before she outrages. Yes, there we go. Look at all that damage we got in there in the last second. Perfect. Now, and then she gets damage in on us in the last second. I guess just trading blows there. Yeah, she's looking pretty good here. Her survivability is good. Her skills, even though there are some long cooldowns and long animations for the tier 3 in particular, we're still able to get through this, and I wasn't too worried about dying. So yeah, overall, she's looking pretty good for War Boss Ultimate. She's not going to be, of course, your main character to push you to higher stages, but she should be able to do like 70% of your max stage or something like that. So 70% of the way there, we're doing no damage. Of course, she got out of range and we can't cancel any of our skills. Again, that's something I really get frustrated with in this game, is not being able to cancel my skills. So, I don't know. That's just something I think that they should fix. You should be able to cancel out of the skill. If the boss is out of the range or something like that, it should either just end that particular skill that you're in, or I don't know, do something, because that's very frustrating. Unless, of course, you have ignore iframe or ignore targeting. I mean, then, you know, makes sense that your character would still keep trying to attack because you should still be able to target them, but not in that case there where the boss just moves a little out of range. All right, so now we're moving on to Dormammu. Dormammu is speed. Okay, so it'll be type neutral. So let's go ahead and build the team up here, and we'll be back. Alright, Dormammu. Gwenpool has come to kick your butt. So let's see what she can do here. First rotation. Alright, not bad. And survivability. That hurt quite a bit, actually. Her healing needs to be a little bit more potent. She's just a little bit shy on the healing here. Let's see what the tier 3 is going to do. Wait, why did our... Is that our rage? Yeah, why did our rage go off? I'm going to wait. What? We were kind of feared. We weren't doing any attacks. I don't know why we got proc there, but that was a lot of damage from the tier 3, so that's nice. But look how long the animation is, because we gotta wait for the little rocket launcher afterwards. I suppose we're close enough to Dormammu that we could have canceled that, so didn't have to wait through that skill animation. Where's good job, Rage. You didn't proc at all during that whole skill animation, so that was fantastic. Alright, here we go. Another tier 3. Yeah, tier 3, definitely the most damaging skill for her. Alright, we need to... Hey, that time it actually canceled. What happened? What changed? Why were we able to cancel that last bit of the tier 3 there? See, that's what's supposed to, or what I feel like is supposed to happen. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and get to the phase change, and then we'll see how much damage she does once Dormammu buffs himself up. Alright, made it to the phase change. 2.5 minutes, so a little bit maybe on the slower side compared to some of the other characters I've done, but still in the higher DPS bracket, because as long as they get there before 3 minutes, I'm actually quite happy with their performance. So we were able to do that. And here we go, tier 3. The tier 3 did more than a bar. That was pretty close to a bar and a half. The regular rotation looks like about 60-70% of a bar. So that's actually pretty nice. The only problem is that stupid 10-second cooldown. Why does she have a 10-second cooldown? It's so frustrating. Ouch, that really hurts. Right, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so that was without the 5th skill. Didn't quite get as much damage there. Can we use our skill? Thank you. Yeah, her damage is looking pretty good here. So she has more damage than Deadpool, but she has less survivability than Deadpool. So more of a glass cannon. But I don't know. I like her damage. I like her rotation here. I don't know if I would say it's damage proc friendly. No. If you want the most damage, it isn't really, because you want to wait for the effects to come out on the 3rd skill, because that gets you some extra damage. So she shoots out that stuff, and then you want to go into the 5th and the 4th skill. So you're probably going to end up proccing early. So I guess that's similar to Deadpool, because Deadpool, a lot of times, you are in danger of proccing early with him, because I do have that energy on him, and I don't know, like 30% of the time for me, I happen to proc early, so not incredibly bad, but there's definitely potential to make it a lot higher than that 30% if you're not used to a skill rotation, or if you just get unlucky, because you do have to get a few hits in first with Deadpool before you can switch to his, or do his skill canceling. So that is a downside, for energy at least. For Rage, I have not tried that on Deadpool. But Gwenpool here with Rage, I'm quite happy with. So I think she'll be able to keep this for sure. And maybe I'll start using her a little bit more and have Deadpool just be her support and leader maybe. I know she supports Deadpool as well, but only with Pierce. So Gwenpool gives Deadpool 4% Pierce, I think it is. Which is kind of interesting that they did it that way instead of just giving him Pierce on his uniform, because he's technically the native tier 3 and Gwenpool is not. or native, wait, what's it? Native tier 2, not native tier 3. Yeah, so kind of weird. But anyway, like I said, she's looking good. I'm happy with her performance, but don't expect her to be pushing like the high stages for you. Definitely, that's now reserved for level 80 characters and tier 4 characters, just because being level 80 is just so strong. I'd be curious to see what she could do at level 80, because so far my testing with level 80 is they do about double the damage that you see here. So double damage would be pretty sweet on Gwenpool. But that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.